Hello, thank you for joining me on this analysis on Axie's Infinity. I remain Bitcoin Gorilla. And in this analysis, by the end of this analysis, you're going to know why Axie is likely going to dump further more. In fact, I do see Axie going as down as probably somewhere around here, but you're going to find out why I said so. Because if you don't know, I always draw my chart from scratch, which means if you're a beginner, this is a very beginner friendly video because I am going to be drawing it and you're going to be seeing it, and I'm going to be telling you why I think what I said, like as it dumping more, is going to happen. Thank you for joining me. If you've not subscribed, do subscribe because I'm always posting analysis on different altcoin. Probably the next altcoin might be the one in your portfolio. But if you do have an altcoin that you want me to analyze on, just drop it on the comment and trust me, I'll jump on it once I see it. Now, one thing about Makaveli Traders is a place that you come and you learn, and not just that, you get to trade with me for life. So I'm going to jump into it now. Everything about Makaveli Traders, if you want to learn more about it, I'm going to leave the link in the description below. Now let's jump right into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is start getting my support and resistance. Now if you're good with price action, and obviously if you've watched my previous videos, you can just fast forward to where the analysis fully start. So I can tell you that these are the major support and resistance area. Now this is a pure price action analysis. I do not use indicators, so don't worry about indicators. I don't use indicators. So um I'm using the horizontal line to get all this support and resistance, and I can tell you quite very clear there's one right here. Now, and there's another one I can put right here. So these are obviously the most important support and resistance on the weekly chart. Now, but hey, just look at this chart. How do I treat this point? If this is the support, then why did it break the support? Just like this point. If this is the support, then why did it break the support? Just like this point, just like this point. This is the reason why I don't treat support as a line. I treat support as an area. So now let's start looking for the areas of importance. Now that we've gotten the line, horizontal line support, I'll tell you that I can contain is this infinity as far down as this point, right? This point, that since the breakout, this point is the most important point to me. So the next thing I'm going to look for is look for the areas of my support and resistance. Now if you want to know why I picked this particular part, you will have to join Makaveli Traders, because this is a personally developed strategy and I teach it to my fellow traders and students, and we trade together for life, right, while building and growing together, right? Now one thing about my strategy is pure price action. So now that I've gotten the bigger boss support and resistance area, I can also tell you there's a little drama that has taken place so far around this point, right? Now remember, every chart has its own drawing. The reason being that it is not what you see in Bitcoin you're going to see in Ethereum. It is not what you see in Ethereum that you're going to see in probably another coin. So this is the reason why you have to draw every chart to know what is happening. You can see this as this chart is a bit very extended for, you can see that we have to entirely draw the middle chart. Now, if you've been watching all my drawings, this drawing look a little very different. Now, I will tell you why. Every coin has its own. Now, if you understand this box strategy, it makes it very easy. Now, we have two boxes, right? We have the, let's go to the monthly chart. The first one I drew was the monthly chart box, right? This particular bigger box, the first box that I drew, that's the one, the green one, right? Now, I drew another one, which is the red one. Now, this second one that I do is a very important one, because that is where we are now, and that is where the price is currently in the middle of the box. This point, right? The middle, this is the middle of the box, and that is where price just reacted to. And there's no coincidence that in the monthly chart, we have something that looks like three bar reversal trying to print out, but this is a new month, and you can see that the last previous month that closed, the candle wasn't so good and is on a resistance, right? So, but let's not conclude and jump, because the three bar reversal candle has not completed. But what do we say about the weekly chart? Let's go back to the weekly chart, and before I go further, I would like to draw my bias line, because I see a clear bias line that is being respected right here. Let's get that straight. If you've not subscribed, do subscribe so that you won't mix analysis that I every time I'm always jumping in and dropping analysis. So, and I always draw my chart from scratch, so you're going to understand everything I'm doing. So if you look closely here, you see that this chart price is yet to touch this line. Okay, I think we can still adjust the line up a little. Yes, but there's still a little gap between this line, right? Now, like I always say, the most important thing is the meeting point of my line, my horizontal line, my trending line, and then probably I want it to also be meeting my support area. A good example is this point, and I will tell you this is also a support area because I can actually draw a chart to contain the drama right here, and you can see that this point is a meeting point. Just look at what I'm looking. It's a meeting point between my horizontal line and the rest. So I am not here, as you can see right here. There's no meeting point between my horizontal line. There's a meeting point between my horizontal line and my trend line, but there's no meeting point between my horizontal line and one thing is missing. And what is that? My box. So there's no meeting of my box. And for me, that is a big question mark. It means that there is more dump coming. Yes, it means that there is more dump coming. Why? Why will I say there's more dump coming? Now, the thing is this: if Aziz Infinity needs a better support than the support. This is the middle of my box, and the middle of my box is not a safe place to buy, neither is it a safe place to sell, right? For you to sell, you need to allow price, because price now is likely trying to pull up, and there will be a rejection around this 132 area all the way to 144. So there will be a rejection around that point if you are hoping to sell. So there will be a rejection. The pull up is not over. So there could be a pull up right now. There's a struggle at this point, but mind you, there's already a resistance, right? This is also the horizontal line, right? Take note of the horizontal line, because these are many support and resistance area, right? Because if I'm to draw my box on a daily chart, I will see another box that is likely playing out, right? I can tell you that I can draw another box right here. I can tell you there's another box just right here, right? This point, I can get the area of the box. This is the daily chart I'm using. Now, this particular box I'm drawing in, is because I want to get the drama. I want to show you something that happened right here. So if I zoom in closer, you see that there's already a rejection happening, especially here, right? There's already a rejection. You can see my horizontal trend line, but I try to get the area of that resistance. Remember, when support is broken, it becomes resistance. If this support was broken right here, and once the support got broken, it's now a resistance. As you can see, it's stopping price from moving further up. So resistance is a lot of resistance is ahead of as the infinity now. So chances of it falling, because support is now far. If you want to enter a trade, you don't want to enter a trade around resistance, because right now Aziz is struggling with more resistance. This is a resistance. You can see our horizontal trend line here. This is a resistance area now, right? This is another resistance area. This is another resistance area. This is another resistance, and this is another resistance. Just like you see them struggling when they were going up, they also struggled when they go down, because when they were going up it was a resistance, when they are going down it's now a support. But now they have broken all those support, and you can see how easy they dive down, right? Because here, this area has really literally not much of a support. The only support it has is right here, right this point, and they have hit it, right? And they have tried to bounce on the support only to go back up, meeting more resistance ahead, which tells you that if they don't get rejected around 120, they're going to get rejected around 132. Another rejection is possible around what, 144. I don't think they can even make it to 150 again. It's really very hard for Aziz Infinity to make it to that point at this point. Instead, I see more chances of a dive down, right? A dive down to even get to what they will try to get to 68k. And if 68k doesn't do a good job, because that is the tip of the support of the what, the inside box that I just the red box, the bigger box, this box, right? This is the support area of that box, of this box, and this is the resistance area, right? The resistance area is just where they left and they are coming down. They just got to the middle of the box, and the middle of the box now, mind you, is not so strong, right? You can see how easily they broke through it. That is how easily they are going to get return back and fall, right? So that easy movement of the middle of the box is what makes it the middle of the box, right? So this middle of the box is going they are going to come to this 72 what from this point where they are returning to probably 70 to $66. And if this range $68, if the range doesn't hold them, they could touch $66. They are likely to head to probably 56, um 56 to probably $50. I just don't see, let me not say I don't see it, because it's very possible. The reason is because of this point. This is also a support. So once they get to this $66, falling becomes hard, right? It now start going. Even if it's going down, it's not going to be too fast, because why? Support are now jam packed in this area, just like resistance are jam packed in this area. I just want you to know that there is more pullback coming to AVS. That's all I'm trying to say. And this pullback to get can get AVS half the price where it is now, as low as 60, 68 to probably $80, right? So more dump is coming. More dump is coming. Um likely the first quarter of 2022, I don't know how it's going to be, but it doesn't look that good for AVS right now, because what I see is more down coming than up on AVS. Now, if you find this video quite informative, do now remember my analysis are long term time frame, right? I use weekly and daily, which means you have to give it weeks or months to play out, right? This thing I'm telling you is, if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe so that you're not going to miss my analysis. I'm always constantly coming to drop analysis, easy, beginner friendly analysis, because I'm going to draw it for you to see and also understand why I say what I said. So I'm going to round this video up here. Thank you for watching. I remember Bitcoin Gorilla. Expect more dump to buy cheaper on what? AVS. Thank you.